Hey everybody, I'm back. I'm Samantha and I'm a therapist and I'm creating a video every day for a year to get over my fear of public speaking and social anxiety. And this is number 157 of 365. I hope you all are doing amazing and having a great day or evening, whatever time it is when you see this. I just wanted to talk about love again. I think I've been talking about love the last couple of videos a little bit and how to grow yourself, how to level up by just changing your thoughts and changing your beliefs about yourself. It is becoming increasingly obvious to me that there really is nothing to change but oneself. And once you do that, your whole world will reflect back to you the changes that you've made internally. That is all that you need to do, is change your thoughts and beliefs internally in your mind, and you will see big changes. And the number one thing that we need to do, and the only job we have, is to make ourselves feel better. That's it. That's your only job. We don't really get taught any of this anywhere, and that's why I wanted to teach this, because I've studied this stuff for like 10 to 20 years, depending on what exact subject it is, but definitely about 20 years ago, I started stumbling across some of these things. And then when I went to social work school and everything, that was just, oh my God, disastrous, learning about all the systems that are not working very well in our state and other states as well. And it just, I wanted to always learn outside of the box that I was kind of put in. And I've never been one to stay inside of a box. I've always looked outside the box, which I recommend you always do as well, because there really is no box. We just perceive a box, and you can become anything that you want. You can create anything that you want to come into your life. You just have to believe that you can. You have to believe in miracles, that miracles are real. They happen every day. You start your day saying thank you, and say something like, I wonder what amazing things are going to happen to me today. You just start off saying that. Start your morning off right. I am one where I have to make my bed every day. I am that person. I have to make the bed, have to get the dishes done. Like, I am like on point. Housework, working out every day, meditating, journaling. That's just what I love to do. And I got to have that cup of coffee because I just enjoy it. So you have your non-negotiables. That's who you are. You do those things every day. They just become you. And so something that can be a non-negotiable for you is talking nicely to yourself every day. You got to start with yourself. Even today, I noticed my mental state was going down a little bit in some areas. And I was like, what is going on here? And so I was like, okay, I got to do the work. So I remembered, and I had to teach myself, or tell myself, direct myself to say, okay, this thought you're thinking right now is down on the emotional guidance scale. It's down in maybe like sadness or something. And let's figure out what to do here. We got to feel 1% better. So let's do that. Let's remember who we are. Let's remember what we know. And we need to direct our energy towards something that is favorable instead of this, whatever we're thinking about over here, that is leading us to think or feel this way. Every thought that you have is creating a feeling and an emotion in your body. And so your goal would be to, you don't have to do this with every single thought, because we have so many thoughts, you're never going to catch all of them. They're just going to all fly away. But there's 60 to 70,000 thoughts, and we think the same thoughts, about 90 to 95% of the same thoughts we thought yesterday we're thinking today. So you're very programmed. Just to let you know, you're very programmed from everything around you and everyone around you. So you have to make sure that you're very clear on what your mental diet is. They call it the mental diet. So it's like, what are you consuming? What are you feeding your mind? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Who are you around that you might be taking on their characteristics? All kinds of things. Like, we have to watch what we're consuming. And so you watch your habits, really do a deep dive into yourself and really get to know who you are and why you do the things you do. What lights you up, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, and monitor your thoughts during the day. So when I felt that pang of sadness, which it was crazy, it was like, I don't even know where it really came from. I think I was just thinking about a couple things and put them together, and I just had this like little twinge, and I was like, what if this is hormones? And I was like, but we can control our hormones, I think. So, and it goes into this whole thing, and you're just thinking, and I was like, let's not go down the rabbit hole. Let's just shift our state right now. Let's deliberately shift our state. So whenever you're in a negative state that doesn't feel good, your only job is to just feel some relief. And just make yourself feel a little bit better in that moment. So what's something you can think about? Literally, it could be about nothing other than, a dragonfly or a bird, or I like babies laughing, or funny cat videos. I like funny cat videos. I laugh at those all the time. But just anything that can like get you going. Old nostalgic, Full House, Home Improvement, those types of shows that I grew up with in the 90s. Man, those just really bring me joy. So you can watch clips on YouTube, anything that'll get you out of your state. But if you can't watch anything or you can't really do much, first thing you want to do is just take a breath and get really centered in your body. You've got to just jump back into your body. We jump out of our bodies all the time. We don't even know we're doing it. And so you got to get back into that body and feel the feeling that's there and the emotion, because sometimes we're avoiding feeling. And so we just jump out of the body and we're like, see ya, I'm gonna abandon you. And we can't abandon ourselves or avoid ourselves. We've got to face ourselves, because the more you can face yourself and what you're feeling, then you're going to create a different reality and a new you. So it starts with acknowledging, what are you feeling? Because you deserve to feel better. You deserve to acknowledge yourself. And you deserve to create this awesome life that you're trying to create, that you're probably working too hard at. There's people that have told me that they've been working on manifestation for years and they're having trouble. And you got to go back to the basics. You just got to go back to, I was talking to somebody today about Esther Hicks, and just her basic, you just got to get into the vortex. And people are like, well, how do you get into the vortex? And she's like, all you got to do is stop thinking the negative thoughts that took you out in the first place. That's all you got to do. Because we're so focused on the negative thoughts that it's so programmed into us that we just kind of stay there and we don't come out of it very easily. And if we do, we don't stay out of the negative thought for very long. We go back into the spiral again. So you look at it like it's a spiral and it's taking you down. It's like quicksand. You want to make sure you're up and out of that. You don't deserve to go down into that. And so today I told myself, this is what I've been doing lately, is I've been practicing noticing when I'm feeling a certain feeling. And I say, okay, where do I feel that? Does my stomach hurt? Does my head hurt? Did I get, nervous? Do I have tension in my body? Wherever it is. And I just sit there, I close my eyes for a second. I just relax. I just let the tension go wherever it is in my body. Take some deep breaths in. I like to do a big deep breath in and hold it for I like to do I think it's 4 seconds in, and I hold it for about 4 seconds. And then I take one more deep breath to fill in your lungs, fill up your lungs as much as possible. Hold that for a couple seconds, and then I let it go for about 8 seconds, a long, long exhale. And I close my eyes the whole time I'm doing this. And I do that for you can do 10 to 20 cycles of that, depending on, how much you need. But just relax your body first, because when you're feeling bad, your body's like, I'm going to go into fight or flight mode right now. And that's what your nervous system is doing automatically. It's saying, there's danger, there's a problem. I must stay in this state and have you be alert and hypervigilant, just in case you have to run and there's a problem. So you got to calm your body, because you deserve for a calm body to have a calm body. So you can tell yourself that I deserve to calm myself down right now. I deserve to calm my body down. And then I do a lot of talking to myself like that. And then I say, okay, what are you feeling? Let's just process that. Let's just where did this come from? If we don't know where it came from, that's okay. We just say, I deserve to feel good right now. What's something that I can do to feel a little bit better? And then I'll tell myself, look, this thought, whatever you were thinking before, this state you're in right now doesn't serve you. We've got to take this spotlight or flashlight, and we've got to shine our light where we want our energy to go and flow our energy towards that, towards something that is more favorable than thinking the opposite. The law of polarity is there's always a positive and a negative. So, You've got to instruct yourself on how you want to feel. Do I want to continue to feel bad, or do I want to create feeling good? And so you get to decide at every moment. And you've got to be aware and conscious of where you're at. And I just love to talk to myself like that and say, remember, you know this stuff. Remember, go back to all the things that you know. Go back into all your notes archive and everything that I've got in there that I want to create books with, and my businesses and all kinds of stuff I've got in there. And I avoid it because it's so much, it's like, it's going to be emotional, I think, for me. I think I'm avoiding that. And it's going to bring my total creativity out, which I can't wait to do. But yet sometimes there's something in you that you just feel overwhelmed, or I don't know what it is yet. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still learning and growing myself, of course. So I'm getting there. But it's really interesting to kind of watch, where am I avoiding things? You know, where am I used to being the same? Where am I used to being addicted to being the same? What things might I need to let go of that are just holding me back from wherever I'm trying to go? Because a lot of times we just stay the old self because we're addicted to the feelings that we get. We're addicted to staying the same, really. I mean, that's really what it is. And we don't know that we're doing all of this. We're creating this in our mind. We're imagining all day, 24/7. And so you've got to remember to tell yourself, I'm imagining all day, and you have to talk to yourself like this. This is the best way to do it, I feel, because it's like you're another person talking to yourself. Just look at it like that, like you're reparenting yourself. And you say, hey, remember, you know this stuff. Remember, you're imagining all day long. So let's imagine something else that feels better, something that we want. And create, like Neville Goddard talks about SATs, state akin to sleep. Go to sleep, or right before you go to sleep, create a scene that implies that you already are the person that has what you're wanting, and you just feel the feeling of it, feel that it's natural that you have it, and then go to sleep. And then do the same thing the next night, and just do that every night and create that feeling. And then during the day, go back to that scene. And it's almost like you're practicing remembering your future. It's almost like you created this future event, and so your mind and body don't know that didn't actually happen. So you're basically rehearsing your future. So during your day, you can just act like you already have that, and you already are that. That's all you have to do. And that changes your mental state, and it changes your identity, what you're identifying with in the moment. You're like, no, I'm this person now. No, I'm this person now. I got this now. And it creates just these better feelings that you didn't have before. So I love these techniques. And of course, going back to love in general, I've been talking about love a lot. Tell yourself, I am love, and I'm loved. Spread this to people. Tell them that, say you are loved. I do that as much as I can now. It just feels so good. And if you're looking outside of yourself for something to make you feel better, it's never going to happen. It's just futile effort. Change your inner world first and watch it be reflected back to you. You do not have to work so hard. You do not have to be as hard on yourself as you are being. In fact, do not be hard on yourself. Do not beat yourself up. You are on the correct path that you're supposed to be on at every single second. In fact, you are the path. And so just enjoy every moment that you possibly can. And if you can't enjoy it, find something that will make you just 1% feel just a little bit better, and practice that. This is almost like a muscle you're building in the gym. You're going to practice this all the time because you're practicing the opposite all the time. Literally practicing the opposite all the time. We're so addicted to these things. Oh, it's so terrible. And I just want everybody to know that they can change everything about their life. And it really is in the mind. I have tested this stuff for years. I have seen so much success in clients over the years too, just us discussing this stuff, and random things pop up and random things take care of themselves, like spontaneous resolution. That's one of my favorite phrases. I love it when things just take care of themselves. And you don't have to do much. And that's really what manifestation is. We don't have to work hard and try to get things. We just Act like the version of us that already has it. That's it. Just act as if. And that the whole point of acting as if is to change your mental state from where you were before, which might be desperate or panicky or anxious, whatever the case is. It's just to change your mental state. And if you go back to love, some of us don't know what love actually is. I think we weren't taught what love actually was when we were young, a lot of us. If you had parents that abused you, you thought that that was love, and that wasn't love. That wasn't a good way to teach kids, like by beating them. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. A lot of people be like, yeah, I learned because I was beaten. And it's like, that wasn't love though. That was not what love is. Love is pure and peace and gentleness, and that's not what it was. So we got to come back to love. And it starts with loving ourselves. And so remember to break out that mirror and look in your eyes and start talking to yourself really nicely. Practice it, because you deserve to feel good all the time. And in fact, that's your number one job, is just to work on feeling good. Because remember, those manifestations that you think you're wanting outside of yourself, whatever it is, whether it's money or a partner or a new job or a new house or just whatever it is that you're complaining about most days, which we all have done it. I get it. I've been there and done that. Whatever you're complaining about, remember that if you manifest something that you're wanting, you're still going to find something to complain about. You're still going to find something that is not going to make you very happy, because you take yourself with you wherever you go. So until you change you, you are with you. So you're just battling you back and forth, just playing ping pong with yourself. There is no point of that. So you got to remember, it's just your own brain playing tricks on you pretty much. And you just have to go and trick it right back to believe that, hey, I'm this now. I don't have to think this way. You do not have to think the way that you've always thought. You do not have to succumb to all of these negative beliefs that you have about yourself. Always start with yourself. Don't worry about anything externally right now. Just worry about yourself. Really examine, this is my favorite thing to do, examine how you're talking to yourself, and then start talking to yourself really nicely. Just start having those inner conversations. That's another little technique, the inner conversations. You're talking to yourself all day long. You might be having fights with other people in your head. If you look at like you're fighting with your boss or your spouse or whoever in your head, I mean, we've all done that. When you're doing that, you're actually telling your body that that's happening right now. Your brain and body don't know it's not happening. So you're turning on chemical reactions in your body. You're probably turning on, the stress hormones like, cortisol, the things that make us gain weight, things like that. And you're turning on fear in your body, really. And that's really what makes us gain weight, is fear. So watch those things. Talk to yourself with love, and you're going to see a huge difference in yourself. You're going to see a huge difference in the way people start treating you too. You're going to start seeing some weird stuff. I'm telling you, it just shows up out of nowhere, and people will change overnight. And you'll be like, what? How'd that happen? And that's just spontaneous resolution. So practice this, keep going. And I'm keeping going. This is video, 157, I think. Like, man, it's just crazy. And it's just become a part of me and who I am now. I don't even get nervous anymore turning on this camera. And that was not me 157 days ago whatsoever. And so you can change your identity very quickly into what you think you can't do. I guarantee you can do it. Just start saying, I can. I'm capable of doing anything. I believe in the miraculous. Start saying those things to yourself. Nobody believes in the miracles anymore. You be the one that does. You change that, because you are a miracle. We are all miracles, even being here. I mean, this is pretty amazing. And we just have to talk nicely to ourselves. That's where I would start 100% of the time. Just give yourself the love you never got. If you don't know how to give yourself love, we'll keep talking about this in the videos. Just comment below and say, I need help learning how to love myself. I'll do a whole workshop on that. I will plan it out and do it. So you just tell me what you guys need. Just comment below if you need something and you have some ideas for videos. Let me know, because I've got like 200 plus more to do and way more after that. So tell me what you're needing. And I do want to create a membership for people too. And just tell me what you need and I'll make it happen. and we'll have fun doing it. That's the whole point. I want to have fun and connect with all of you and just create a little community where it's a safe place for all of us to be together. So, and I just want to help as many people as I can, literally. And I want to teach you guys how to help yourselves so you can go out and help everybody else. We can be mentors to everyone possible. So I hope this helped you. This is a little ramble again. If this helped you, please share it with somebody else that might need the information. It might help them too. And please like and subscribe if you'd like to. And I so appreciate all of you. Remember, you are loved, and remember that what you appreciate appreciates. So appreciate yourself, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.